Anyway, stay safe. Stop killing each other. Keep your arse at home. They're the three valid points. Alright, safe. Now, before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Ryan Giggs. I mean, the man is considered to be one of the greatest midfielders and left-wingers to have ever graced the game of football. He is a Manchester United and Wales national team legend. Add to his accolades, he is also the coach of the Wales national team and is also a co-owner of Salford City Football Club. But on a pure humanistic level, the guy is a bit of a prick. It's no secret that he slept with his own brother's wife. Now, I'm not saying that Ryan Giggs initiated the cheating, because the brother's wife is also to blame too, and she could have initiated it for all we know. However, there are just some things that you do not do, i.e. sleep with your own brother's wife and then look him in the eyes at family gatherings and pretend everything is fine while smiling, all the while knowing what you did. Metaphorically speaking, it's like getting a butter knife and jabbing it in the space between your ribs, or it's like stabbing him in the back. Now, there seems to be a concurrent theme with Ryan Giggs and women. So on November 1st, Ryan Giggs was arrested for an incident at his home, and the result of that was charges brought against him that included actually bodily harm, common assault, and coercive behaviour. Now, for people who don't know what coercive behaviour is, think of it as a subtle form of domestic violence or domestic abuse, not physical, but actions to make the victim reliant on the person in charge, such as limiting access to money, monitoring all forms of communication, and limiting where they can go out and for how long. Now, these charges relate to his ex-girlfriend at the time, PR executive Kate, and her younger sister, allegedly, in which the Manchester United great intends to plead not guilty. Now, I have to say, you have to treat a person innocent until proven guilty, so I'm inclined to consider him innocent. But we live in a society where crimes like these have to be taken so seriously, which I understand. Now, maybe this is just karma for all the betrayal of his own brother. Who knows? Now, fast forward to after the incident, and Giggsy has got himself a new lady in his life, who looks like she's there for the long run, according to The Sun. So she's been supporting Ryan Giggs throughout this whole turmoil, in which he is said to be in total shock, feeling numb, and living in a fog since hearing he was going to be charged for the assault and coercive behaviour. Now, these charges do carry a jail term sentence of up to 5 years, but there's no way in hell that Ryan Giggs is getting sentenced. If the case does not get dropped, the punishment will be some light slap on the wrist, and we all know it. Again, this could be karma. Now remember, take football out of the equation, but let's put football aside for a moment. As a person, remember that this is a guy who had an 8-year affair with his own brother's wife, Natasha Giggs, and in 2011, he tried to prevent the publication of his affair with Big Brother star Imogen Thomas. There's rule of thumb here. If you take the risk of doing something you should not be doing, i.e. having affairs and such, then you have to accept the consequences of your actions. However, media publications love it. I mean, they will try and make the football legend a pariah for domestic violence, and that's going a bit too far, as The Sun has done. There's a big difference from punching a woman in the face and pouring scalding hot water on her body than checking for messages and asking her where she's going to be and what time she'll be back. Don't get me wrong, both scenarios are wrong, but there's degrees and severities. Fingers crossed his new love, lingerie model Zara, can take his pain away. Safe.